Today I thought I should do a video on all of my most favorite and used products from last year. Last year meaning 2024. And these are products that I have been gravitating towards on a daily basis throughout the year and in the new year as well. And I'm going to give you other options than the ones I'm going to use on my face because those are favorites as well. So I can only use one product for my face, but I will make sure to have others like right here in my collection. But before we get started, I wanted to show you what I've crocheted lately. These are hanging bird friends, or in this case a frog friend as well, which you can just hang them on your car mirror and they're just really cute. The cutest of the cutest is I made Kona. So here is Kona, as much as I can make it look like her. You see she has one brown eye and then one blue eye. And guess what I did? So I actually cut some of her hair because she had some knots, and I actually put it inside her body, inside this plushy body with the actual stuffing. So I have Kona inside here all the time. Okay, let me put this back. So let's start with primer. The primers that I usually love are my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have two, one in the shade 2 Fair and then 1 Fair. Definitely recommend this. It's just a must to have. I don't really use any other primer, you guys know. But in today's video, I am going to start, actually, let me put some sunscreen. This is my favorite sunscreen by Supergoop. The Play Everyday Lotion SPF 50. This video is probably gonna be a long one because I have a lot of products to talk about, and I'll make sure to swatch them for you, even the ones that I don't use, so that you guys know the shades that I really enjoy having. So this is the sunscreen I recommend, the only one I kind of use. I also use this one as well, the Skin 1004. So those two I recommend for sunscreens. For primer, like I said, I love my Charlotte Tilbury, but the Dior Forever Glow in the shade 1. This is a long wear, hydrating 24-hour star glow. So I like to use this one. Oh, first I like to use this one, the Westman Atelier in Peau de Pêche. This is another type of hydrating kind of cream. It looks more rosy, but I have been using this underneath my foundations a lot. So you don't need to use so much if you do have oily skin, because these are some glowy products to put on your face. But this is another primer I love to use. So this is a great primer. I have another one my mom bought me for Christmas. So it's right here in Peau de Pêche. So now I have two. Definitely recommend this one. It's very expensive, so if it's not in your budget, it's not something that, you know, you need to go run and buy, because it's an expensive product and I don't want you to spend your money on it, but I love it. Now I'm gonna go in with my Dior Forever Glow, which I'm just gonna add. I have to be careful because I don't want it to spray. I'm gonna add a little bit only here, kind of like on the high points, and that's it. And I'm gonna go in with a dampened sponge. This product is thicker than the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and because of that you can actually use it on its own, so you don't have to go with a foundation. But I will go with another skin tint on top, because even though that skin tint is not new, like these are some newer products in here too that I've been using, but I have been just loving them, so I have to show you what I love. So those are my primers that I recommend. Now for foundation, I'm gonna start with the ones I recommend, and then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna use today. So I really love the Shiseido Revitalessence Skin Glow Foundation. I think this has SPF in it, but because we're in Canada, they did not allow to put that on the Sephora website, I think, for I don't know whatever reasons. But I have mine in the shade 130 Opal, and I love this. Very lightweight, provides a little bit of glow without being too overly glowing, and it's just a beautiful foundation to have. I love the packaging and it lasts all day long, so definitely one that I recommend. I have been loving this NARS one. This is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, and mine is in the shade Yukon. I have been using this lately so much, and it's so lightweight and provides enough coverage to the face. It's not a full coverage foundation, but it feels very lightweight with just enough coverage that I need. I don't need it. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look heavy. Another great foundation that's been out there for a while. One of my newest ones is the Patrick Ta Major Skin Hydra-Luxe Luminous Foundation. This is in the shade 3. Rosy Neutral, another great, very lightweight kind of skin tint, very similar to the Dior one right now that we added. So it looks very nice on the skin. It lasts all day long, and I love that it's not heavy or cakey around the chin. So those are the three that I have been loving a lot and using. But my number one that I've been gravitating towards is this one by Beauty Blender. This is the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint, and this is in the shade Light 4. I love the packaging. It's not messy. You're supposed to shake it really well. So this has been impressing me a lot because I will show you why. It's been looking so amazing on the skin. I hope this is not too bright for you guys. So I'm going to go in with this Biki Beauty 106 brush and apply it this way. And then I'm going to go with my beauty sponge. But it's so lightweight and it lasts all day long so nicely on the face. It's just unbelievable, this foundation or skin tint. It's a skin tint. But it's more of a, you can see that it provides enough coverage for being a skin tint. And I'm just going to go with my beauty sponge to make sure that we don't have any streaks. I have been so impressed of this skin tint. Like, I don't know why it's not very popular or people don't talk about it that much. I don't know why, because it's just amazing. And this one looks really good even without a primer. You can just wear your sunscreen and this product and it looks as amazing as it looks now. Very natural, and I don't know, it doesn't feel heavy, and it actually sits on your face very nicely throughout the day. It doesn't accumulate in your chin area here. Very pretty. Now you can build it up if you want, but I think this is all I want. And look at that nice glow. That's so pretty. I'm loving this skin tint, and it's more affordable than the others as well. Okay, let's talk about concealer. So I'm going to talk about the couple concealers I recommend. I do love others, but I don't want to bring them into this video, which I've talked about so much. But the ones I've been using a lot is this one by Dior Backstage. This is in OCR. You can see how much I've used. And I love this one. Again, not a lot of people talk about this one. This is the Too Faced Born This Way. I know my friend Julia B Beauty, she loves this as well. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light in Vanilla Wafer. These are more creamy, more serum-like concealers, but they do provide the coverage that you need. And the one I'm going to use today, which I truly have been loving, is my Natasha Denona HY Glam Concealer, and this is in the shade N1. I'm just going to add a little bit because this is more of a concealer that you can actually use as foundation if you want to. So for this, I'm just going to go with my beauty sponge. It provides definitely some coverage there, and I like it that it's not heavy. It doesn't add another layer of makeup to your face. It just blends with your skin, and it doesn't dry up your face at all. It's so pretty. Like, you can even detect that I'm wearing concealer. Definitely recommend this one. You can use it as a foundation as well. Okay, what should we use next? Let's move on to bronzers. Okay, so let's talk about these bronzers that I really love. This I have been loving so much, the Patrick Ta She's Sculpted Duo Bronzer. We have the cream here and then the powder here. Again, this is in She's Sculpted. I love the shades on me and on any skin tone that I've seen this being applied to. It's so pretty and it becomes one with your skin. I love those products that you don't have to put too much effort into them. So this is one of them. Another powder one I have been loving. This is newer in my collection, but I can't put it down. This is the YSL All Hours Hyper Bronze, and this is in the shade 02. Yeah, it's so pretty. So I said I'm gonna swatch them. Hey, okay, so let me swatch the Patrick Ta first. So I have the powder here for Patrick Ta. Look how pretty that is. And here's the cream. So there's the Patrick Ta one. And let me swatch the YSL for you guys. It's gorgeous. It has a nice satin luminosity to it, but it's so soft and it doesn't feel powdery at all. So there it is. It looks very similar to the Patrick Ta one, the powdered one. I love it. The other products are cream, so I cannot put this down. This is by Fenty Beauty, and this is the Match Stick in the shade Amber Suede. This specific shade, I just love it. I use it on my eyes. It's so quick to just apply it to your face, to your eyes. I'm just gonna put it on the side here. So there it is, Amber Suede. It looks so nice too when you actually blend it into the skin. Look how pretty that looks. Very similar to the powder version of the YSL and Patrick Ta. And then, of course, the Westman Atelier. I think everyone loves this one. This is in the shade Biscuit. You can see how much I've used. And it's right here at the top. And then when you blend it, it blends beautifully into the skin. So you can see that I love this type of shades for bronzer. So those are the ones I recommend. Those are the ones that are my favorites in the bronzer section. Okay, so the one I'm going to use today is going to be this one by Dior. This is the Dior Forever Skin Corrector, and this is in the shade 01 Light. Very pretty. So I think for this I'm going to use... I'm gonna use a brush. This is a Co Beauty brush, and I'm just gonna work off of the product and just add it to the face. Look how pretty this is. It just gives you that nice, you know, chiseled effect to the cheekbone, and you can build it up and intensify it, or just use very little for, you know, just a little bit of bronze. It's so pretty. I just can't stop using it. When I start using this product, I just keep bronzing. And you can see how nice it just blends without leaving you like a sharp line. I love this. Definitely, I can put this down. Very similar. This is very similar to the Westman Atelier, I think. And Fenty Beauty. That's why I love them so much, because they're just so similar. I'm just gonna blend it now. So this is right after the New Year's I'm filming this. How was everyone's New Year's? I forgot to ask you guys. Happy New Year. Oh my God, this video is like all over the place. Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. We did. Yeah, just comment down below and let me know what you did for New Year's. We actually went to my parents' house. That's kind of our tradition, and we just celebrate there. We watched TV, I crocheted some stuff, kids played video games and watched hockey, and also we do like scratch and wins, lotto tickets. That's kind of our thing, you know. So yeah, it was fun. How was yours guys' New Year's? I would love to know what you guys do. But anyways, yeah, that's the bronzer. Definitely recommend this one. Let's talk about highlighters, because I like to apply my highlighter before my blushes, and I have a ton of blushes to talk about. Okay, so for highlighter, I have two. So I have a powder one, which I really love, and this is again by Dior Forever. This is in the shade Rosewood Glow. It is just a beautiful highlighter. It's a powder one, but it melts with your skin. Imagine this on your eyes. I wonder if I should use that on my eyes, but that's a pretty highlighter. And then the one I'm going to use today is this one by Rare Beauty. I know this is an oldie, but I love this one, as in the shade Mesmerize. It's so pretty. So that's what it looks like. It's more of a rose gold. I mean, more rosy than gold. But I'm just going to put one dot. And I love that this is a liquid highlighter. It just blends with your skin. So I like to use my beauty sponge. I think it works best with a dampened beauty sponge. Because look at that. I just love this. And it's so easy. And if you do have mature skin, using this specific highlighter, it does not emphasize your lines here. You know, throughout the day, if you use powder and you smile too much, then it kind of emphasizes that area, at least on my face. This one, make sure you go in more light-handed because it's a powder, and again, you don't want to emphasize the lines. But if you use this one by Rare Beauty, I just love, and this specific shade. I have tried the other shades, but I think this is my favorite. It's so natural looking. Look how nice the light bounces off of the cheek. Love this highlighter. Okay, for blushes. Okay, so let's talk about blushes. I have almost all by Perfector, but I'm gonna show you which kind. This is the She's Blushing. So I'm talking about the duos. I love this one and all of his other shades. There's no specific shade that I love more than the other. So this is the cream and this is the actual powder. It's so pretty. And I recommend any shade you'd like. You can't go wrong with this because you get two blushes in one. So those are one of my favorites. Then of course I have this one, which are harder. These ones are harder to swatch. These are by Givenchy, the Prism Libre Blush. And I have the shade, this is in the shade 1. And this is in the shade 6. So 1 and 6, pink and more rosewood. I love the two shades. Container is a little bit more messy because I don't use, it comes with this puff. I don't use this puff at all because it's messy, but I dump this blush into here and I just use a brush, and it's just one with your skin. Again, I love those products that don't show up on your face. They don't look like it's just another layer of makeup. They just blend with your skin. So I love those type of products. So I do recommend this ones. Try one shade and see how you like it. I love this one by House Labs, from the packaging to the actual product. This is in the shade Fire Moon. It's really, really pretty. Look at that color. It goes really good with any type of bronzer because it has this more of a bronzy shade. So gorgeous color. So this is another one I recommend and I have been loving. And let's see here. These are harder to swatch, but I do have multiple of this. I don't even know if I have more in here. Probably. Hold on. Yeah, I do. I have so many of this. This is by Dior, of course. So these 3 shades I have. And today I'm going to use this one, the pink one. So I have Mahogany, 02 Mahogany. It looks intense. This is the only one I think that I can probably swatch because it's more intense. But it looks, again, so pretty on the cheek, especially with a bronzer. So don't be intimidated of this color. If you're light skin like me, I wanted to try it. And then I have, of course, Rosewood. Here's Rosewood. It's another pretty color. These are hard to swatch, so that's why I'm not really swatching too much. Because you can't really swatch them on the hand. You have to use a brush and they come really pretty on the cheek. And I have Coral. So this is more of a pink corally type of shade. It looks more intense in real life than actual camera. For some reason on my monitor it looks darker, but in real life it's more intense. And then I have the pink one, which we're going to use today. So those are the blushes that I recommend. So if you want to look into any type of blushes from Sephora, Dior, Givenchy, House Labs, and Perfector. Those are the ones I recommend. I love the other ones as well, but this, again, it gives you the nice, beautiful makeup look without looking makeup-y. I will try. I don't know how it's going to work with this one. Let me actually go with my favorite brush to show you how this works. I'm going to go with my Hourglass dual-ended brush. into the product, you can barely, like, look how much it picked up, but when you use your finger, it doesn't pick up anything. And like, there's no powder fallout. Do you see this? Like, look how beautiful. It's just, I don't know, it just covers your cheek with this beautiful layer. And I love this pink. I have been using pink a lot. So I'm going to just switch my brush and just make sure that the intensity goes down a bit. And then they barely show up on your finger or face or hand. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? Of course, we have the nice Rare Beauty glow underneath. So yeah, definitely love this one. Let's talk about, face palettes. I'm not going to use a face palette, but the ones I really love is this one. The Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. You have everything you want. You can use this on your eyes. This highlighter is as amazing as this one and the other Dior one. So Dior highlighters are really beautiful. You have the blush. They're called both blush. This is blush bronze. So I use this 2 shades together as a bronzer and you get this nice luminosity. So I love this one. And I have been loving this one. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Face Essentials palette because you have bronzer, highlighter, concealer, and then blushes. And this is what it looks inside. I have a full review on this. I have a comparison with the new blush. I mean, not new. The other Makeup Forever blush, full blush palette. But I recommend this one because you get bronzers and blushes. The other one is just a bonus of blushes that I got. So those are the 2 face palettes. I'm not into face palettes. I'm not going to recommend powders because powders, I love my Givenchy and Dior, but powders I don't use as much. So that's only whenever I feel like, but these products I use a lot. Okay, so let's move on to the eyes. So for eyes, I have my favorite palettes here. So of course we're going to talk about a Natasha Denona one. And this is the I Need a Nude palette. This is so pretty. I have been using this quite a lot. I love all shades in here. All of them. They're just everything that I need on a daily basis. So I love this palette. And then I love my 2 Patrick Ta palettes. So we have the Patrick Ta. This one is called Patrick Ta for Eyes, which is not the rosy one, but this is the one that's more warm. And it comes with 1 row of mattes and 1 row of glitters. Not glitters, more shimmery shades, which I love every shade in here. And then we have the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette, which is this one. I love the packaging of this one more. And inside is if you want just a matte one. Very similar to the Makeup by Mario one. The one I'm going to use today, this is another favorite I've been reaching for, is my Dior one. And this is the Dior Shadow 5 Colors. Let me take out those brushes. And this is in the shade 669. Like, look how pretty this is. This is going to be like a nice simple look. I'm just going to go into this brown shade. No, I'm going to go into this brown shade in the middle first. Use it as a transition. Okay, so I zoomed you in and let's go with this middle shade here. I'm going to use a BK Beauty 201 and just use this kind of as a transition. This I barely touched and look at the intensity. I love this palette as well. I need to use this mirror. I'm only used to this mirror here. Yeah, so we didn't do much every New Year we don't do much. I know you guys, most of you guys love to spend your time with family as well. It's very cold here where I live, but I think the weather's gonna warm up soon. I know in Australia it's summertime. You guys are so lucky. I wish we had summer all year round, I wish winter was like summer as well. I hate winter. It's so cold. It's fun. Dela and my husband Curtis and Kenton, my son, they went skating on the last day of 2024. So on the 31st, they went skating. And the boys play hockey, and I guess she played some hockey with them as much as she could on her figure skates. But yeah, it was. They had fun. It's nice that they went skating on the last day. She was excited. Not me. I don't like the cold. I stayed in the house and I crocheted while they went skating. I'm gonna go with this BK Beauty 206 brush, which is more of a flat brush. Go into this darker shade here and just intensify the outer corner a bit. I haven't used a smoky eye look like this in a while. Oh, so pretty. They're so easy and they're so soft, these shades. I just love them. This is one of my favorite palettes as well. I love this type of shades, you know, more cool tone, a little bit of warmth, a little bit of nice soft shimmers. It's so easy to use. And I think, let's use this one by Dior. Might as well use this. I'm going to use the tip of it, go into the same shade that I just used for the outer corner. And, ooh, look how this works perfectly. You can just create a nice line here. That looks nice. And I'm gonna blend it with this one because it's more flat, so I can focus on that line more so that it's not so sharp. That looks pretty. Do the same thing on this eye. Oh, I've never used these ones. They're actually really good. Yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, so for the over the eyelid, I'm gonna do this shade first, the more silvery one, and put it in the middle. I'm gonna leave that inner corner open for the other shade. I do have a full review on this palette, but you can do so many fun looks. Like, you don't have to use all the shades like I'm using. And now I'm gonna go into this shade and just put it in the middle here. I mean, not in the middle, in the inner corner, and bring it out over that silvery one. That looks so nice. I have such a bad headache today. I've been having this migraine. Do you guys get migraines? It's so weird. Like, I have to push back here for the pain to subside. Anyways, for eyeliners, one of my favorites. This is newer in my collection. I love the Natasha Denona one. My most favorite one is this one. I only have one. And it's by Hourglass. This is newer in my collection. It's so pretty. First of all, look at that. And this is in the shade brown. This is a waterproof gel liner, and even though it looks like metal, you twist it from the bottom and the product comes out, and then you can twist it back in. So far, no problems with the mechanism, and there is the shade right there. It's such a pretty shade. You can use this in the waterline. You can use it as a liner. I'm not going to use it today. I'm going to leave my eyes like this, but I wanted to show you that this is another favorite of mine when it comes to eyeliners. And let's talk about lips, because lips is such a wide variety product type of subject that I guess it all depends on your preference. So I have a lot of favorite lip products here, which I love. House Labs I'm using on my lips right now. But I have some new products in my collection that I want to try. And I'm talking about the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. I bought this shade, which is hot cocoa, and it actually smells and tastes like coffee. And you guys know I have my cherry one, which I love. The cherry one is so intense. But today I want to use this one because it's new. I've used it yesterday just to try it out and smell it. So that's how I know. But that's the only time I've used it. And I have a new product by Refi. This is the Lip Sculpt lip product in the shade Dusk. And it's very interesting. It comes, we're going to use this one first, with this liner. You know, we're going to finish the eyes after, but because I don't have a favorite mascara. So mascara I will do off camera, but I want to try this with you. So actually, let me do my mascara first, and then I will be right back, and we're going to talk about the lip products. Mascara, just the same one I'm going to use, which is by Marcel. Okay, now that the mascara is finally on, we can complete the lips. And so I was talking about this Refi in the shade Dusk. So I took this top off, and then we have this product right here, which you twist up. And let me show you what this Dusk color looks like. So there is the shade. It's a nice, more nude brick brown. I love this shade. So I'm gonna line the lips and fill it in. And then on the other side, I will show you how we're gonna set it. You know what, honey? I have not seen this. I bought it from the Sephora Canada website, and I can't find it anymore. So I don't know why they took it off or what their plan is. I will link it down below where you can find it. So, okay. And now we're going to set this color with, you twist it on the other side like this. And you have this type of spatula that's see-through, and it actually sets this in place. So let's see. It doesn't feel like a lip gloss. It feels like you're putting hand cream or Vaseline on your lips. Very hydrating without looking oily. This looks and feels amazing on the lips, actually. Very interesting. I love the shade. And I'm gonna let this sit for like 30 seconds. And then after, we're gonna go with this Hot Cocoa Summer Fridays, and I will show you the shade in the meantime. I love the see-through top. I like the shape of it. It actually covers your lips very good. I'm gonna put some on my hands so I can show you. So, you know what this reminds me of? Hold on. Tower 28 lip jelly. Let's try it. So there's Tower 28 lip jelly. So if you do have the Tower 28 lip jelly and you like it, I mean, it's the same shade. Probably formula-wise, it's just probably more thicker. But look at that. It's just a perfect match. Okay, so now that this is set, let's see. Nothing transferred. You see that? Ooh, this is so cool. I love this type of products. Definitely recommend this guy. I hate lip liners or lipsticks that just disappear after 5 seconds. Or you drink and they're gone. But look how nice. I think my lips look so nice. Now I'm going to go with this one. I could go with the cherry one, but I want to try this one today. So you can see the difference. It does have a hot cocoa taste. Yeah, it's hot cocoa, not coffee. Hot cocoa for sure. That looks nice. It actually looks really nice on bare lips. So I will try this a different day on bare lips and just with a lip liner. But I wanted to add a little bit of shine to the lips. I think this is really pretty. What do you guys think? Okay, so again, these are my favorites that I have been gravitating towards. I hope this was helpful in showing you kind of like what I have been loving lately, and these are truthful, the products that I have been using. Like if I go to back there, these are the products I take out. If I go into the Shop My Stash, these are the products I gravitate. Now I do have some newer blushes and bronzers that I've used today that I have been using a lot lately as well. So keep that in mind, that as I'm using them throughout the year, I will let you know at the end of the year or mid-year if I recommend them or if they're still my favorites. Yeah, that's it for me today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope that this was helpful in letting you know kind of what I love. And I hope you did your makeup with me as well. Anyways, that's it from me today. And I wish you all a wonderful day. Happy New Year again. And I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.